I have in terms of the greening of areas. I know we have a tree strategy, but there's certain parts of the city which are just, vast grey concrete areas. So I'm wondering, is there any element of a greening strategy around suburban streets? Not just trees, obviously, but a lot of areas have been tarmacked over where once there was green spaces, and I think it's kind of telling when we talk about the kind of wealthier areas that we refer to them as leafier areas. So I'm wondering if there's any element of that in the strategy, and were there any submissions made on behalf of concerned citizens or residents groups about trying to re-green the areas that have been tarmacked over in recent years. And just in terms of the playgrounds, I know the north central area identified there was a playground audit carried out, and Kilbarrack has been identified as the area most in need. There was a hope, because the north central area had allocated €50,000 from its discretionary fund for that, but the Parks Department didn't include for the capital budget any provision for the remaining funds, which is apparently about 100,000. So we're hoping that will be included in the capital budget for 2018, and that it doesn't go any further into 2019, because it is an area that is desperately in need of play facilities. And I would hope that there will be consultation, and that it can be similar to Bridgefoot Street and Weaver Parks. It can be a community-led design, in terms of what are the needs of the children in the area, and what kind of innovations there are around playgrounds in the 21st century.
Kilbarrack was mentioned, and that would be a priority area, and that zone of deficit, as we would call it, extends from Kilbarrack up to the Balmain, and I know Balmain will have its own playgrounds provided under the development there by Cairn. But in the Kilbarrack area, we will look for appropriate sites and appropriate budget to provide for that deficit there.
The one in Kilbarrack, certainly there is some provision there from the area, the discretionary fund from the area committee, and we will look to make that up next year, and that's one certainly we will be prioritising for 2018.